What's going on? Everybody, it's just gonna be me here today. But I set all this up because I really miss Juice. And I know you guys miss Juice. And it makes me feel very... What is that?
Another episode without me?
Hey! Oh! Hey, he's back! He's back! The boys are back in town! The boys are back in town!
What's up, everybody?
Oh.
Once Chaz comes down and takes his Adderall. Hey, welcome back to Julio, to myself.
Hey, welcome back
to another episode of the Side Project Podcast. Just single, maybe double fisting.
Boom! Like,
all right, dude, we gotta do the elbow.
Like straight, like, no, we gotta do the fist.
Okay,
We're bringing it back.
Yeah. That's the thing. I grab his hands. It's okay.
Oh, man.
So, guys,
up, man?
episode 35.
35, you
the
guys.
Juice back in action. Just
Going.
Yeah, just wanted to take a second real quick, not to, drag on too long about it, but I just had some personal stuff I had to deal with. We had my boy Roger fill in for us. Real knowledgeable, real cool dude that, always helping us out. Maybe not as funny, so the little spice was missing, but I'm back. I'm here. The juice is here to give you some juice.
The juice.
Which,
real quick, before we get started, I do want to do something, man. I went out over the weekend and was looking for some collectible stuff to throw up in the background for the podcast and all stuff like that.
Oh, different kind of toys.
And I came across this. Now, some people may have seen this. I personally don't remember seeing this before.
That's hard.
It's from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for the people that are just listening right now, which, by the way, thank you so much for listening. We're doing really good on our downloads, by the way.
Yeah, I love
almost,
that.
Almost 1,000 downloads across all of our streaming platforms. Anyway. This is really cool. I personally have never seen this before. Maybe it just, I just missed it. Didn't come across my table. But if you guys, my bad for the listeners. It's a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's Mario literally sitting in the cart.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. Look it up. Try to look it up. You guys can't really see, but
it's like a little cart.
It moves and everything. You can hear it right now. So this is really cool. And the reason I'm bringing this up is. Put that back because I found it from a really cool. I like to go to mom and pop shops. You know what I mean? Not like so much always just Targets and shit like that, the big spots. And these people were really cool to me. They had all kinds of really, really cool collectibles. And they have games, of course, that you can buy, newer stuff and older stuff, Dreamcast, retro gaming, and all that good shit. They have all kinds of stuff, you guys.
They're a systems repair shop,
Oh,
right?
and they're a systems repair shop as well. They do repair all your systems and do things like that. And I want to give them a shout out. They are PTR Games. If you're in the state of California, specifically in Orange County, the city of Orange, they are at 3505 East Chapman Avenue, number D, or I guess it'd be letter D, but you know how it goes. Orange,
you want the D.
California, 92869. They're located right behind the In-N-Out. So you can go in, get all your collectibles, and then go get some In-N-Out. They're really cool. PTR.
Or the way the lines work, you could probably order some food, go into go into the game shop, get your stuff, and then your food will be ready.
PTR Games, you guys, they're really cool people. You definitely, if you're in California, you guys need to make the trip, check them out.
And we definitely need to start supporting a lot more mom and pop shops,
especially during these times, man.
Especially with everything going on. I think these places deserve it a lot more. You can feel that, like the passion and the drive. A lot of them have to start these businesses.
Yeah, exactly, man. They're doing it. A lot of them are doing it because they love games and they love catering to the communities and everything. Which, speaking of games, something I'm actually disappointed about, dude, is there's rumors swirling that the PS5 and Series X, these next generation consoles, the starting price for games. I know for a second there, everybody's heart probably jumped and goes, "Oh, they're giving us the console starts, the pricing for the consoles."
Palpitations.
Yeah,
and
no,
shit.
It's not the consoles. We still don't have those prices, man. Yeah. But they're saying that the games might be starting at $69.99, so a $10 increase.
Not the kind of 69.
Yeah, not that kind of 69.
But
I'm not looking forward to this because.
Here's my my bad.
No, go ahead.
I totally.
We're probably
going to
say the same thing. I know. I think I know what you're going to say.
My issue with this is that $69.99 before starting with special editions, limited editions, whatever you want to call them. This is before DLC starter packs. This is before any kind of microtransactions.
Yeah.
Think about that. And I think this is also why the price point is at this is because, like I told you, they're already claiming that it's costing them $400 something to even make a system, right?
Yeah.
With an Xbox X.
Yeah.
And you're telling me they're going to sell them for around that much? I think this is where they make up that difference through microtransactions, through the $69.99 before, like I said, limited editions and stuff like that are supposed to come out.
Yeah. And then you got to look depending on where you're at, your taxes, right? So $69.99, you're probably looking at 74,
Yeah.
75,
Then
right? Somewhere.
Then Europe,
Yeah.
how the euros may run.
Who knows? You know,
Canada
Canada has
Yeah.
higher taxes than most. Canada, them Canadians.
Health insurance, though.
They got free
insurance.
health insurance.
Yeah.
Jesus, I wish. You know,
Yeah.
America, get it together.
I like the
land of
system
the
they
free.
adopted, but that's a different episode.
So I'm not really looking forward to that, dude. Especially because, like you just said, you know, so you're looking at like after taxes. I don't know. I don't know what taxes are
74,
everybody, but you're
75,
probably
yeah.
looking at. I'm just gonna say probably 74, and then like you said, you know, if you're looking at special editions and everything, usually like the current gen consoles, a special edition will usually start at probably like around 80, right? Make their way up to 100. I've seen even 120 before. And some of those, some are justified. Most, I'm like, oh, that's a lot. You know what I mean? Most of the time, I'm like, that's a little much for what you're getting as well. But like we were talking about earlier before we started filming, like Tony Hawk, right? You were talking to me about that one.
That one's actually pretty dope, though. And I
Yeah.
think I'm going to grab a couple of them just because it doesn't matter whether I have a old, ancient, you know, PS5 system, unholy
Yeah.
PC, get it together.
Hey.
Or an Xbox, that one's actually really justifiable because they're going to come with that limited edition birdhouse that they're bringing back. That specific model,
Yeah.
I don't think they have had for quite some time now. So they're going to drop a skateboard with it as well.
Yeah.
So that's actually pretty
That one I
dope.
feel is a little more justified.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That
But-
I could understand.
Yeah. But if we're starting at 70, 74 with tax, you're definitely not looking at 80 for limited editions anymore. You're probably looking at a starting
110.
price of 100.
100,
100 up.
Yeah,
For limited edition, collector's editions.
And here's my issue with that. So I'm a person that I generally tend to stick to what I like only, right? So like I'm very basic. Mortal Kombat, Call of Duty, maybe another game. I might get Assassin's Creed. When you're charging me $70 base price, right, before taxes to start anything, I'm working 7 hours a day for $10 an hour. That's before the government takes your tax. Like I'm practically working half a day or a whole day just to buy one game. That's gonna really limit a lot of people's
because not everybody
creativity
gets
to want to reach out and try a different game. Because like,
and he's
how
not
am I
saying
gonna
he makes
Yeah.
$10 an hour.
Yeah.
He's just saying in general,
Yeah.
there's
You gotta
people out
think.
there that make this and this and this and X amount of money. You know what I mean?
These companies are making it really hard for the average
And-
gamer, the person that's starting this trying to experience different games. You know,
And I think I mean I understand like inflation and the times change and et cetera, et cetera. I get all that. I get it, man. But it's like we're living in a time where the games industry right now too, they're pushing really hard for constant DLCs, for constant limited editions. So and I don't think we said that. We just talked about limited editions, but you got to factor in DLC prices too. Like it used to be like $20 for a DLC. Now you're looking
and you
at
got the whole thing that everything that was going to drop for the game.
And now you're more so looking at like 30 to 40 to 50 even sometimes for DLC content. So if now it's probably going to even be more for DLC content. They could even push the limits more to like 50, 60 for DLC content.
I
think
wish
that's
that we knew
a little
somebody
ridiculous.
that was on the business side of it, just because like I feel that
I
the majority of the
used
time,
to.
we speak from a consumer standpoint. But you also got to think we're the ones who are making this industry. Our money is the one that's driving this industry. We're the ones who collect these games. We're the ones who buy these games, play these games, etc. So if it wasn't for us spending our money, you guys wouldn't have that. Maybe they should come in slightly lower on the base starting price, and then that way they could justify the $30-$40 of DLC packs, etc. Because then I'll end up spending like $100 anyways.
Yeah.
But if I have to spend $100 to start, or 30, 70 to
it's a
start,
little-
and then 30, 40, 50 on top of that, that's come on now.
I'm not looking forward to that. You guys let us know. Do you think it's justified? Do you understand it from a business point? Are you down with it from a gamer standpoint? I'm not really down with it. I think you should keep it at 60. Especially because you charge so much for DLC content and so much for collectors.
Not to mention,
editions.
like, if you look at games like COD, and I know that I keep bringing that one up, but it's just one of the more noticeable.
It's one of those ones that have a shitload of microtransactions.
Look at the not even the microtransactions. Look at as far as how much memory you need for updates.
Storage
that
too.
is ridiculous.
Now we're gonna
dude.
have to be spending more on storage to keep everything, and it's just like more money, which actually brings me to fucking talking about Xbox a little bit more, which is Xbox game. They're gonna have a game showcase live streaming on July 23rd. July 23rd at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Okay.
Where they're supposed to be announcing. First of all, I want to say something. If it's in the title. Once again, I just want to say this because I have a big fucking issue with this. Microsoft, PlayStation, everybody. When you say games showcase or gameplay reveal, it better be those things, you know? But I do like this time they worded it a little bit different. Have you noticed that?
It's a showcase.
Games showcase. Okay, so what exactly does that mean?
To
so
me-
they can get away with not showing you gameplay because they never said
Gameplay.
Gameplay.
They're just showcasing the
games.
the library of games that they're going to open up or that they're starting with.
I do hope they show a lot of gameplay though. Like Xbox, you should be showing more gameplay, especially because PS5 showed a lot more than you guys
did. And I think, definitely think that Xbox needs to hit the ground hard with this one. They need to drop some real big games, some franchises, something starting up that's gonna get us to be like, wow. Because I mean, look with that whole mess that just happened with the whole with the streaming stuff, with Mixer shutting down. With them. So you gotta get something to get us back in your favor for one, because PS5 or PlayStation, Sony, etc. has already hit it, dude. Whether we think that's actual gameplay or not, cinematics and stuff, they've come out with a lot more information than you have at this point. So you guys gotta do something. You guys step it up.
So hopefully this July 23rd live showcase will show a lot of really cool shit and get people up in arms,
excited
and
again, dude.
Excited again, exactly. Which they rumored Xbox Series S, not the X. We haven't even got the X yet. It hasn't even been released. And they're already talking about the Series S, which Xbox always does this. Xbox One, Xbox One S, Xbox One X. So you can, and I mean, PlayStation does these kind of things too. So you can expect different versions, which PlayStation already came right out the bat with PS5 regular and then the PS5 digital only edition. So it's only right. It's going to happen. Xbox Series S is supposed to be rumored to be announced, codenamed Lockhart. They're saying, originally it was saying that it was going to be revealed in August. I don't know if that's still true or not. And this version of the Xbox is supposed to be a lowered price and a lower powered version in comparison to the Series X.
Here's my pros and cons with that thing. For one, pros. It makes it a lot more affordable for the average person who doesn't have as much money to put it together. Yeah. Maybe, their families aren't in the best situations and they can't get the top of the line game to play, right? Yeah. Or the game system to play. Yeah. So from that side, I get it. I love it. They did something for people. I understand that part. My cons to that situation would just genuinely be that you're already bringing a lower power version. I think you were telling me, right? PlayStation did that, but they had the same amount of power. It was just digital.
From what we know so far, it's supposed to just be lacking a disk drive. So
I mean,
that's my concern as far as like the competition goes. If you're gonna have the PlayStation, both of them at the same price, and then you're gonna have an Xbox like different prices and one's lowered powered.
That doesn't look.
You could probably just get the PS5 digital only for probably the same price as the Series S, and still get the same amount of power as the more expensive one.
And you got to remember that these companies' heads from the beginning have been saying, I'm gonna undercut that person. I'm gonna undercut this person. I'm gonna make more money because I'm gonna sell my system cheaper. So I'm gonna sell a higher volume of them. So there's kind of a lot going on. I just don't think they should have announced it so quick when I don't even have a price point for the Xbox X. You get what I'm saying?
My guess is if they don't announce anything soon before that,
they should do that on that
announce
stream.
The prices. I would love the prices to be announced and just announce the Xbox Series S as well in July, but I don't think so. They're staggering things. They're supposed to be doing things every month, different announcements, since we're living in this virtual time, since nobody can go anywhere. And so I think they're going to announce the prices. In my opinion, my assumption is that they'll announce the prices when they announce the Xbox Series S.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because it's already rumored that it's going to be a lowered price and a lowered powered version. So how are you going to talk about that if you don't have the price points revealed? You know what I'm saying? How are you going to say it's going to cost less if you're not going to tell us how much less? You know what I'm saying? So I think they're going to announce
and
that.
if they come out with some bullshit that it's like a $50 or $100 less,
my guess is probably a minimum, which I don't think it's justifiable enough, of $100 less, but I think we're probably looking at maybe like 150 less.
And okay, so this is another
thing. But I could be wrong.
This is another thing you also got to consider with the lower power system, right? So I mean, their power supply is going to be lower, so their memory is going to have to be lower, which kind of sucks for people that are downloading bigger games.
Yeah,
you're going to be forced to buy extra like
hard
external
drives
hard
or anything
drives
like that if it has a lower hard drive as well. I mean, who knows, man?
Yeah,
dude, WB Games, right? WB
Not
Games
wide bodies.
has got wide body games has got a bidding war occurring. I'm sure you guys have probably seen this. It's not like old news, but it's semi. It's been out there. AT&T owns Warner Media, and they announced that they're going to be selling off their games division, which includes games like Mortal Kombat, so the NetherRealm Studios, Batman Arkham Knight, which I think was WB did for Arkham Knight. They did the first game, I think, and then later it was like Rocksteady, I think, that did the later games, the developers, the Middle Earth series, and like a bunch of other shit, all those games. So those games, those franchises, and those studios could be in the hands of different parties, such as Take-Two Interactive is interested.
Microsoft.
Yep, Microsoft is fucking interested.
EA.
And then EA is interested. And Activision. No! No! Why? No! No! Ah! Anybody
Mila
but
was totally freaking out right there.
anybody but EA and Activision is
Yeah, so I mean,
that's how I feel about EA and Activision.
but then I also wonder what AT&T has up their sleeve that why are you giving up your games division? So what are you trying to take on, or what's going to happen there? But this could either really.
You brought up a good question too. I'll let you finish, but that reminds. I don't want to forget. Go ahead. Keep going. No, because it's gonna kind of move things on.
So it's just so it keeps it kind of interesting though, just because you got to see they're giving up a big chunk of their like. Why would you give that up with so much revenue, with so much money being there?
Just don't want to deal with it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It could be that they probably got tired of dealing with developers. We don't know.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, sorry, I didn't look into it further and see any statements.
This could also play in our favor though. I think from a consumer standpoint, a bidding war is always good because whoever takes it on, they're gonna say, well, shit, we'll buy it for this much, we'll sell the games this much cheaper, we'll do this, we'll do that, whatever. So there could be a lot of benefits to that.
I think
we just have to wait for more information.
Take-Two Interactive taking it, okay, I guess, Microsoft taking it, I'm cool with that personally, but
they're kind of slow on their releases though.
Yeah, but that's because also me personally, I dig Microsoft, but and because I'm also a PC gamer, so like a lot of the times if you have an Xbox and a PC, they're interchangeable. You have the games that you can play, cross multi-platform and this and that and blah 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 blah. So that works for me. But I know a lot of people who aren't like Xbox fanboys or whatever you want to call it. They're worried that if Microsoft buys
at least
these,
our fans aren't as loud as PlayStation.
Yeah, if a lot of people are worried that if Microsoft buys this Warner Media gaming division, that these games will now become Xbox exclusives.
Oh.
Yeah. I was reading a lot of comments. A lot of people were like, well, damn, there goes Mortal Kombat. It's just going to be an Xbox thing now. Any Batman games are just going to be an Xbox thing now, et cetera, et cetera.
I would hope they wouldn't do that just because there's certain games that have always been cross-platform games or they have always been for all systems that come
multi-platform,
out. Multi-platform games. I just that would really suck. But I mean, by that same token, I kind of want to see what Xbox is going to announce. If they should announce, hey, we want to take that bid. What how could we do this? What could so they got to drop more information on what their stand is on that.
EA taking it. I don't know if I feel that it's in the game. I don't think it's in the game.
They're more sports games.
I'm not.
Right?
I'm not into EA doing it. I don't see why.
They're more known for like their Maddens,
and I think
FIFAs,
I think EA's doing like the Star Wars games lately and stuff, which some have been a failure and some have been all right. Yeah. And then Activision taking it. Activision Blizzard. I love Blizzard, of course, but I'm not the biggest fan of Activision. I know they created Call of Duty, and I'm now just getting into it with this latest one, Modern Warfare and Warzone and all that. And I do like the game, but Activision as a whole, as a company, I don't really. Yeah, like it's just tons of microtransactions, just tons of microtransactions, dude. They've even turned some of my most beloved games like World of Warcraft and Overwatch and everything into microtransaction filled. Like they've got the shop on World of Warcraft where you can buy mounts and you can buy pets and all that's cool, but it just gets overcrowded where it's like you're not really doing anything in the game anymore. You're just spending money to unlock all that shit.
Yeah, that kind of sucks too.
So is that what's gonna happen if they buy? Not that like in Mortal Kombat, for instance, not that it's like 10 times better or anything, because I think there's a lot of microtransactions in Mortal Kombat too. I lost interest in it, unfortunately.
Yeah, and
I
you know what?
playing.
But you also got to think though, right? So I think to buy the DLC pack was $40, right? So that's
where
60
I kinda
plus the
started losing
game.
interest,
That's $100.
Yeah, and then I think they're gonna bring more.
And then
as
not
well.
even that. We don't even get a choice as to what they're releasing. They were releasing. Terminator doesn't fucking belong in there.
It's because again, WB.
That Joker,
you know what I mean?
that Joker didn't belong in there.
Once
and I
again,
understand. I
WB,
understand.
yeah.
I understand.
Once again,
I
you see how
understand
these
that side
parent
of it.
companies are controlling it though.
Yeah.
So you have like WB saying, more than likely saying, put Terminator in, put Joker in, do this, do that. I don't know. Maybe it's Ed Boon. Maybe it is NetherRealm. We don't know the inside workings, but I'm guessing that it's the parent company putting a little bit pressure like they always do. So if you have like EA and Activision holding those, can you imagine what might occur? Like, you wanna play as you want Smoke's right arm. I was gonna say left because the camera. You want Smoke's right arm and this and that. Though it's gonna be $20. You know what I mean? Or he's gonna only have one arm to fight with. Like stupid shit like that. You know what I mean? I know it won't literally be that. For people that are like, what is he talking about? That's not how it would work. You know what I mean? It's not gonna literally be like that. But can you imagine if EA and Activision took a hold of these companies? I feel like things like that might be implemented. Yeah. And I don't know if I'm down with that. Which brings me to something that you kind of mentioned earlier is WB stuff, DC, the games, the Batman games. This is questionable. If AT&T is selling off the WB Games division, this gets a little confusing. DC Fandome is a free virtual fan experience that's happening on August 22nd.
For 24 hours, right?
Yep, the 24-hour thing. Why am I telling you this? Because they're going to be covering news from everything DC. That means movies, comics, and etc., including the games, which brings me to this. On Reddit, it's quoted as, I'll just throw the picture up and give the guy the credit and everything, DCEU leaks, legitimate DC fandom leaks, and I'm going to read this off and I'm going to throw it up on the screen. I quote, WB Games Montreal's game is titled Gotham Knights, and it serves as a soft reboot to the Arkham franchise. It takes place right after Arkham Origins, which was the only Arkham game developed by WB Games Montreal and not Rocksteady. The game is set to have Bat family members as playable characters, and it primarily deals with the Court of Owls. Now, before we talk about the game itself, the reason that I say it's questionable is because if AT&T is selling off their WB, their Warner Media, all this stuff, WB still making this game?
Shit.
When another company's gonna be buying it?
Well,
it could change things. It could change things.
Yeah, they could have an effect on those games.
Unless this is already like...
It's already
this is already happening regardless. You know what I mean?
Because you also got to remember there's certain deals like I've seen it take place where it's like, for example, I'm Microsoft and I want to buy out your game, right? Okay, I'll sell you my game. I'll do whatever you can do, but you're gonna leave the base as this. So maybe this is one of those situations where
contractual things and negotiations. Who knows? You know what I mean? But it is a little questionable if they're selling off their whole division and they're doing this and they're doing that, but they're still making a game. Is that game going to be fucked with?
Run by WB or not?
Yeah. Is it what's going to happen with that game? So that's a major leak that's supposed to be coming from the DC Fandome.
I like this suit,
and I love that. I think that's from one of the Arkham ones. So with that, there's tons of other DC leaks supposedly. So I know last week's episode was a heavy DC episode, and we're going to talk a little bit about some more DC shit right now because we're talking about the DC Fandom leaks, and we got another one, man.
Yeah.
Another one. This one is very interesting.
DJ Khaled voice. Another one.
Another one. I can't do his voice, dude.
I don't think it's that soft, bro. But okay.
Another one. So another real major leak coming from the DC Fandom shit. I'm gonna throw it up on the screen, and I quote, official announcement regarding the return of Ben Affleck as Batman for a Batfleck project on HBO Max. Affleck will return with his original script for the Batman movie he was supposed to star in, featuring Joe. I can never say this guy's name right, dude. God damn it. I can never say his name.
Damn it.
I always want to say it, and then I know I'm always going to mess it up, so I never say it. But Deathstroke, the one who played Deathstroke, all right? And Jared Leto's Joker. It is unclear. Once I hear it, I'm like, oh, yeah, shit. No, that's of course, that's how you say it.
Joe M.
Joe M, that guy. It is unclear whether the project will be a movie on HBO Max or turned into a series. Oh. So these are all supposedly legitimate DC Fandom leaks that are coming out. And like I said, we got one more though. But like I said, it's supposed to go live on August 22nd. Okay. But these are legitimate leaks that are coming from Reddit. And we got another one.
Well, hold on. Let's just talk about.
You want to talk
one.
about this?
Yeah, I want to talk about this one real quick. For one, I'm excited to have Ben Affleck back.
Yes,
right?
dude. Best one of the best Batman.
Hands down. Yeah. And like I said, I'm a 100% straight dude. I love women. But he had the perfect body. He had but that's the one guy that might be able to turn me. I don't know.
Not Ben Affleck, just Batfleck. Just Batman. Ben Affleck in the suit. That's what gets me going.
That's what matters.
That's what gets me going.
No, honestly, he had the perfect fucking physique.
He did, man.
He brought back that Frank Miller from the comics, right?
Just the big
brolic dude.
Even the chin, dude. He has the perfect chin for Batman.
Especially because the cowl did not cover,
Yeah.
It was just...
And he was a great Bruce Wayne, in my opinion, too.
Yeah.
The way he portrayed Bruce Wayne, I mean, to me personally... Bennett, let's not talk. We're not talking about Snyder. We're not talking about WB. We're not talking about Joss Whedon and his horrible fucking shit that he did with Justice League. We're not talking about any of that. We're just talking about Ben Affleck as Batman, as an actor, as Batman. Role. Amazing job.
Yeah, I loved it.
Forget the script. Forget it. I know it's hard for people because they go, "Wait a minute, no. None of that. Just Ben Affleck as Batman alone. Great."
Yeah, I loved it, dude. But see, my concern is. So they're gonna, if they do a movie that goes on HBO Max, am I gonna have to pay $14.99 on top of whatever that movie cost is gonna be?
No, probably not. You're just paying for the service, Oh, we actually have to cut it. I get a copyright. If they cut that, we would have got a copyright strike. Yeah, but I mean, Ben Affleck as Batman is great. A great Batman, dude. I don't know. There's a lot of things here, you guys. There's a lot of things.
There's a lot of things that could go wrong with it being on HBO Max.
Jared Loder reporting for the Channel 11 News. Jared Leto coming back as Joker. I don't know, man. I know you're a little bit more for it. You want to see what can be done. Okay,
and this is awesome. I love this. This is a perfect example that I'm not always going to agree with Chaz. He's not always going to agree with me, even though I'm right like 99.9999% of the time. I genuinely feel, and maybe you guys could DM Chaz, DM me, whatever, and let us know, or even in the comments. I don't feel that Jared Leto got enough shine. He didn't. He got like 2-3 minutes in the fucking movie.
I do agree with you on that. Though.
And I was genuinely interested. Maybe not the tattoos and all that bullshit, but I was interested to see what he could have done. What could have done his interactions, with like a Batman or some shit like that. Like I wanted to see that kind of stuff happen, and this could bring that to light. What I'm not excited about was all the little bullshit he did in the background. I don't agree with that because I guarantee you, if I'm a big Ben Affleck dude, and like I see a fucking dead rat or raccoon or some crazy shit that he would,
He sent used condoms to people.
Yeah, no,
Jared,
dude,
what are you doing, dude?
That's wrong, dude. Yeah. You don't do that.
You're just trying to. It's just hype.
Again, as an actor in that said role, I don't feel that he got his time to shine. This could possibly be it. Here's I guess another issue for me would be, we have a Robert Pattinson. We have this guy. We have possible Flashpoint stuff. We have Keaton Flashpoint.
There's like what I was saying on the last episode. Things start to get really convoluted and confusing. Yeah. And if you're not like a
hardcore fan,
for like just the average moviegoer, they're gonna be so confused.
They're gonna be like,
wait, was that who? Wait. Where does this all go? Yeah. And then we got the Joaquin Phoenix Joker. Wait, does this Joker, is he living? People are gonna get so confused, dude. You know what I mean?
Because that genuinely does happen. For a lot of people, that's how they get into these franchises. Yeah. I mean, me personally, like I was watching a lot of Marvel stuff. I've been up on Marvel. That's just me. I like a lot of DC stuff, but for like, let's say the average person that I brought along with me that just wanted to watch it because like Thor's in it, right? Chris Hemsworth. I mean. Which he has nothing on me, dude, but that's another story.
You could, for instance, with Marvel, if somebody just kind of jumps into the Marvel franchise, like say you're just watching TV or you're watching something or Netflix or what or whatever. I guess it would be Disney Plus, and you just turn on a random movie somewhere in the Marvel timeline. And you go, oh shit, this is actually really interesting. I dig this. You can go back and watch them in order, and it'll understand everything. You know what I mean? You'll get Captain America. For DC, if you start somewhere, it's like, okay, wait, where does dude? Like where does this go?
You know what?
Who's this one and
this one? They should call DC/Alzheimer's because you really don't know where you're fucking starting, bro.
You're lost, dude. Yeah. So I don't know. It gets confusing, but I mean, we touched on a lot of DC shit in the last episode, where Roger filled in with Juice. So if you guys want to hear a lot more about that, go ahead and click that episode and watch it a lot more. We touch on so many crazy things, so many crazy points. It's very close to like what we're touching on now. So you guys go check that out. Really cool episode. This also brings us to a couple, one more DCEU leak for the DC fandom. Another Batman.
Another one.
I'm Batman.
Batman. I'm Batman.
We had this argument.
We did this
like
before.
Fucking 10 episodes
Yeah,
ago,
exactly.
15 episodes ago, dude.
So it says all this from a legitimate source. Let's first. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I did this backwards. So the way that this is being read right now, I reported this backwards, but the guy reported it in order. So this would have been the first one, but I did it last. Excuse me. So it says that for the Robert Pattinson Batman, a first look teaser trailer for Matt Reeves' The Batman movie, which gives us a first look at Catwoman, the Riddler, and Batman in their suits.
So Riddler has
So I'm
a
stoked.
suit.
Riddler has a suit. Yeah, well, probably like, the hat and all that.
I'm
assuming
excited,
probably
dude, because the last time we saw Riddler was what? Jim
Carrey,
Carrey,
dude. Yeah.
And I don't
Yeah.
feel see, and I love
was a
Jim Carrey.
different
It was
take.
a different time,
It was a
different
different
take.
take,
Yeah.
Which did you know?
This is fucking exciting, dude.
Real quick though, did you know? Little fun fact for anybody that may not know. Jim Carrey played the Riddler in that. Which one was that? Batman and Robin, or was it Batman?
Batman.
Forever?
No, it was Batman and Robin, right? Because
Damn, I always get them confused because the other one had
no
Arnold Schwarzenegger as
Batman and
Mr.
Robin.
Freeze.
Yeah, Batman and Robin actually had Freeze. It had and
Oh man, it's been such a long time.
97, 98, bro.
Yeah,
we were
dude.
just having this conversation on
Man.
Instagram.
Well, anyway, whichever one it is, where Jim Carrey played the Riddler and what's his name that played Two-Face? What's his name again? He's also from Men in Black.
Yes, I forget, dude. Agent K, right?
Oh man, it's on the tip of my tongue, dude.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Hey, it literally is right there, you guys. Tommy Lee Jones, right? Tommy Lee Jones, yes. Tommy Lee Jones. Okay, they didn't get along. Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones hated Jim Carrey. He hated him, dude. He thought he was unfunny.
You know
he
what?
thought it was a whole debacle, dude. It was bad.
I think it was one of those situations that is just strong personalities clash.
And maybe
Like,
age. Maybe
the
age.
age difference.
He's a little bit older.
He's the young goofy guy, laughing and
like
doing all this. Yeah, so I get
I
it.
also think Tommy didn't like his role as well. I think he shit on the role as well, that he wasn't like he didn't dig
Riddler?
it. No, on
Or on
Two-Face.
Two-Face role.
Two-Face,
Ah,
yeah.
see, then you
I
got
think he shit on the
personal
role.
issues, dude.
But they didn't get along. For anybody that didn't know that, it's a fun fact. Look it up. You can read more into it. So yeah, I don't know. The DC fandom, again, a major big leak. We'll see if these all come true. I'm guessing that these are true, or at least on par with some truth.
I know I'm a big Marvel guy,
Yeah.
but like I love
I
Batman.
love Batman.
Anybody
Yeah,
who knows
oh,
me,
dude.
I love Batman.
I love Batman, and Superman. I love Batman and Superman. I know those are like the
Massive
main
men.
ones. I know those are like the main ones. So everyone's like, well, of course you like Batman and Superman.
Yeah.
But no, really, I really, it's Batman even more though.
Again, dude, we've been talking about this, but it's DC Batman. I get
Yeah.
it. But we haven't seen a Robin either. I want a Robin to come in.
Dude, yeah, come on. Let's you know what I mean?
Mass
I don't think
Mateo,
it's gonna happen in
Nightwing action,
Yeah, hey. I don't think, which by the way, they got a movie coming out.
Yeah.
They,
I think it's Rise of the Hood. right? I
Rise
could
of the
be-
Hood or Rise of the Red Hood or
Yeah.
Rise of, you know what? We'll talk about it on the next episode where we can get the facts straight and we'll showcase it. But man, you guys got to go check them out. Mass Mateo, I think Nashville Night, Joey Red Hood. I'm not sure. Maybe not everybody's. I'm not sure. I know everybody's got something to do with it. Again, we'll get it right and we'll showcase it next time. But I'm stoked for this. I'm stoked to see the Riddler. I'm stoked to see them in their suits and a teaser trailer. I can't wait. August can't come soon enough. And back to the Robin thing. I don't think there's not going to be a Robin in this, because this Batman is supposed to be year 2. He's only year 2 in.
Yeah.
To his Batman career.
And there's so much going on with that already.
So there's not going to be a Robin yet. You know what I mean?
Sucks,
I'm hoping that maybe, I think we were talking about it in the DMs. Maybe the Zack Snyder cut will showcase a little bit more Robin. Because they said
Just
that
because
it was
the timeline goes back, right?
Yeah, and I think the plan was to show something or show a little bit more, even if it's just a flashback scene. That might be pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, you guys let us know. What do you think? Do you think that these DC fandom leaks are legitimate? Do you think they have some truth to them, or do you think it's just all bullshit? You know what I mean? Are you excited for it though? The games thing? Are you confused about the WB buying the thing and they're getting rid of it and this and that, but still having a game?
Because that also changes a lot, dude.
Yeah. You never know. So Batfleck coming back though. Supposedly supposed to be really, really true. We want to know what you guys think, man, because this is some crazy shit. This is some crazy shit. But before we get out of here, we're going to get into this week's cosplay of the week.
So this is actually pretty awesome, and this is
Do
gonna
something
be
a little different.
Yeah, something a little different.
It's still cosplay, but
Cosplay related.
this week we are showcasing, and I'm going to throw up on the screen right about now, Unmasked Studio on Instagram. And if you're looking at it with us right now, you're seeing that it is a suit of Batman and a suit of Superman. And you even got more masks and cows and everything in the background, Batman ones. This one, I'm really feeling the one on the right. The one above Superman looks like the BVS one, the BVS cowl. That looks really cool. And then if you look at the one on the left above
that's the Pattinson
Batman
looking one, right?
with the white eyes and everything, super cool, man. Super cool. And the caption says, Black and Blue, God versus Man, which was from BVS, I believe the quote. I brought together the world's finest in the cave this week. So the Batsuit, let's go over this real quick. The Batsuit, the suit and the cape was done by Unmasked Studio, but the cowl was done by Tiger Stone Effects on Instagram. And the belt was done by Imposter Cosplay. And the gauntlets were done by GC5 FX. Take a glance at that Superman. The suit, the cape, the trunks, and the belt were done by Unmasked Studio, but the emblem was done by Batboy
Customs.
Yeah, that's Batboy Customs on Instagram. Yeah. So these are really, really amazing. You guys do phenomenal work. I know we usually showcase actual cosplayers, but this is in the same realm.
Yeah.
You know, the people that make the costumes deserve just as much love as the people that are cosplaying as them.
Yeah.
And
Especially when you get into this level because, man, dude, even just those cows in the back are just amazing, dude. And you know what, though? I wasn't always that big on the ones, on the cows
with the longer ears?
Longer ears.
Yeah, me neither.
But the way this looks, dude,
it
with
looks
the
crazy.
cape, with the color scheme that they're going with.
A full-on gray suit. Dude. By the way, real quick, you guys, the people that are just listening right now, if you're not looking at what we're looking at, you got two options. One is going to youtube.com/Side Project Podcast and watching what you're hearing right now. And if you can't do that, or if you're not doing that, or you don't want to do that, then while you're listening, pop open that Instagram app and go to Unmasked Studio and check out what we're talking about right now so you can understand fully and look at this amazing, amazing work. I really dig it a lot. I really, really like it. Oh, that's what I was going to say.
I have the chest for
I personally, you look at the side view right there, and the chest for Batman is just wow. I personally, there probably is, but I personally haven't seen as many Superman cosplays as I would like to.
No,
I don't.
No,
I see a lot of Batman. I see a lot of Red Hood, Robins, Nightwings, Harley Quinns, Jokers. I don't see a lot of Superman. I've been seeing a lot more Banes lately and Aquamans and Wonder Womans. I don't see a lot of Supermans.
Yeah, I want to
see some more Supermans. But anyway, it's not about that. Right now, it's about Unmasked Studio. You guys go follow Unmasked Studio. Go follow everybody else that we named. I'm going to throw them up on the screen for those that want to. Let me bring it back. I'm going to throw it up on the screen for those that want to see it. You guys can follow everybody involved in this amazing cosplay work right here. Unmasked Studio. Your cosplay for us of the week is amazing.
I was going to try to hit the Mariah Carey high note, but, it's kind of horrible having warmed up my vocals and stuff. I mean, but she lip syncs. That's a different story.
Yeah. Hey, remember that one video where she didn't even she didn't even sing? She just gave up mid-performance. It was just like,
she's like, well,
she's just kind of there doing this.
She don't want to accept my half-ass performance.
Exactly. Wasn't it like New Year's or some shit too?
Yeah. Dude, it was some big shit,
Mariah Carey, dude. Yeah. I hear she's like a hardcore diva. Like, not in a good way.
Yeah.
I mean,
retire that, dude.
Yeah.
Retire,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tone it down, okay?
Plastic
Tone it down,
surgery
Mariah.
does wonders.
Tone it down.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for kicking it with us.
Oh, yeah.
Listening to us.
For watching,
talking to us.
For watching on YouTube, for liking, for sharing, for subscribing, for commenting, for doing all of those wonderful things that you do that really help us out. Be sure, if you're not, head over to youtube.com/Side Project Podcast. Go down a little bit. Hit that subscribe button. It's the big red one that says subscribe if you're sexy. Bing. And you're definitely sexy, so you know you have to subscribe. And when you get it, it goes, oh, like that, and it titillates you, and you get 100 project points for everybody. Thank you to those that do not Thank you to those that listen on Apple, on Google, on Spotify, and all those things that you listen on. Sorry if I'm stumbling over my words. I haven't slept very good in a week, but I thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts.
@Captain_Juicebox, the man.
And if you're looking for me, you can find me at IG Hates Chazzy.
I thought you were asking me if I hate
Oh,
Chazzy.
no. And if you're looking for us as a whole, you can find us at Side Project Podcast on Instagram. Thank you guys for everything that you do. Julio, can I get a oh yeah?